I'm Luke Ryder, and today's segment will be focusing on urban art and the different types which exist today. We will be exploring Liam McCarthy, an aspiring urban artist who is attending OCAD next year for urban illustration. He will be able to inform us much about urban art and the lifestyle that exists around it. So tell me, who are you and what do you do?
I'm Liam McCarthy. I am an illustrator slash fine artist. I don't do a lot of illustration work right now. I primarily do canvases and display different forms of urban art.
In terms of urban art, can you describe the different types that exist?
Art that's meant to reflect different things that are natural to urban life. For example, graffiti is the original idea of urban art, and then it bridged street art. Street art then became about very thought-provoking pieces that aren't actually 2D but still have some thought behind them. So really, it was about using spray paint, those classic materials that are used for those various illegal forms of art on a canvas, and really make those thought-provoking ideas again.
Examples of art done by Liam McCarthy. Liam, could you briefly describe each piece?
Alright, so this one here is rainstorms. It's an abstract look at the idea of rain coming down, done with spray paint and wax on canvas. This one over here is symbols of a generation. Well, this one here is just called stress.
And how would you say that these differ from other types of art, such as abstract?
Well, really these ones are less thought-provoking. A lot of abstraction people like to put that whole they've got thought-provoking themes going on in them. These ones aren't really meant to be too thought-provoking. If you find something within them, you can keep it, but I'm not trying to say anything too specific.
So they're supposed to be aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, really.
Could you describe the struggles you face as an urban artist? In particular, the piece you have to your right there, which I notice has been drawn over.
Well, yeah, this is a simple case of a kid just going out and being stupid. A lot of times, if I leave a piece outside, some kid's gonna come by and write all over it, just because it's a graph thing to do. Constantly, everybody's going over each other's work.
Does this increase when people are writing on buildings and alleyways and under bridges and things like that?
Oh, hell yeah, it's a battle for space, constantly you've got to go over someone if you want your name there. There's not a lot of space. Go out in Graffiti Alley, you can't do one piece there without having to go over someone or having to, and everything there is great, so you got to pick someone to have a problem with, and they're going to have a problem with you.
Can you tell me the type of urban art in which you'll be showing us today?
Well, I'm going to be doing just a classic abstract piece. I'm going to kind of really figure out what I'm doing as I go. Really, right now I'm laying on the ink underneath it, so those images and words that I do kind of bleed out.
Okay, great. And a piece hand-drawn by Liam McCarthy, specifically for this show. So Liam, other than the tools you've shown us already, what other tools will you be using for this piece?
Paint scraper. I got Rust-Oleum spray paint, Montana spray paint. Got a bunch of different caps. A Graga 10mm marker. And
The tool in your left hand and what purpose it serves?
it's a paint scraper. I just use it for application, mixing around the paints while they're on the canvas. The thing that I do differently is graffiti is usually, painting a canvas. Freudian slip. Is more about outlining, getting the colors in, or maybe a little bit about shading, but it's not really about mixing up the colors and working with texture too often. So I try to do exactly what people don't.
Why do you cover up your original design?
Because they'll come out inevitably through the paint being scraped off. Really, right now I'm trying to just get two very nice colors going together, but then one so fits me. Blend perfectly.
I can see that. When the piece is about 75% done. Liam, can you describe what you're doing right now?
Just trying to make a little cool drippy effect to really make the colors blend while they're on top. They drip down, and I bring the paint really scrape it over and kind of mess around with them a little more. Never come in with a full plan, really. It's always about like developing it as I go. Nothing's ever set in stone.
To us the piece you've drawn for us now that it's complete.
It was kind of meant to be like a look at like they call it sunset on a computer screen. I don't like to express too much what my work's really about, so it's kind of like how you want to interpret that. So it's pretty straightforward.
Well, there you have it, folks. Despite the fumes, this is truly an extravagant work of urban art. Thank you.